Okay, Gilles, the people is happy with this program? What are the results in their life?
Well, if we can judge by what happens when we visit them again, they are very happy, okay? They don't even think the question is worth raising, okay? You go back, I suppose eventually they get used to it, you know, so they're less excited 5 years later than they are 1 year
In
later.
the beginning, In the beginning, right.
But you go back there and they treat you like a real friend.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Especially because there has been nothing else in the area, okay? Nothing worth mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they have been trying to get water for the longest time. One example of that is a community near Esquipulas, which is really an extreme case of a population which is dispersed on the mountain with no water, with just drops of water for the day, and which has been trying to get 20 years worth of, for 20 years they've been trying to get a system. And they've never found anybody to do it. And even the alcaldía, the county office, you know, was looking and was desperate enough to contribute to the budget, and both with facilities like trucks and with money. And these people, you know, they can't believe it. That's finally happened. And it was a particularly difficult project, both technically and from the standpoint of work. It's probably the hardest we've done. And the people, one of the really difficult things was just digging the trench, 32 kilometers of trench, and in a ground that is full of rocks.
And how people participate?
Okay. People do everything that doesn't require special skills.
Mm-hmm.
So the main jobs are to dig the trenches. It's 1 meter down, and as I said, in this case, it's not always that way, but in this case, it's 32 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a rock every 2 feet.
They participate as a volunteer?
No.
It's a volunteer work?
Well, let me say, we never suggest a project. They come to us and say, would you like to help us with a project? This is how it starts. A formal demand by a small group of the community, which is supposed to represent the community, and they say, we'd like to have a project. They've heard from us, maybe from another village, which already has a project, or some other way. And so we make first an inquiry, we send a technical to see if it's possible, if there's a case for it. We have to find a little spring, or if not a spring, worse, Atlantis, a little rio, a little river, a little stream. But we like springs particularly. And then when it is established that the project is possible, then we go to the community, we start a community amount of work which involves many things. And in particular, we tell these people, these are our conditions. This is what you're going to have to do. One of the things we do very rapidly, the technical figures out rather rapidly how much length of trench is going to be required. And we have a method of calculating from there how many man-days of work are going to be required. Then we divide this man-days of work by the number of families. And then we go from each family, from each house to each house, and require that these people sign off on that number of man-days of work. If 95% of these people don't sign, we don't do it.